section,
All right.
but
So what we are doing today is a application of the law of sines. Now, you just did one on a quiz. I hope you did well. We'll find out when I grade them. But right now, I want to look at a little bit different situation. So I am on problem 2A, and I'm going to draw my situation. So this is 2A on page 41.
Okay. I think we already did that one.
Well, I don't think we finished it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we need to figure this out. Okay? This is a hard, I shouldn't say hard, it just has a little tricky aspect to it. There is absolutely, positively, no doubt in anyone's mind, but that you could say sine 20 over 12 equals sine B over 31. That is absolutely true. What is different about this, though, than the problem you just did and all the other ones we did? Yeah. Before, the unknown, the variable, was like side B or side C. Now the variable is an angle. Okay. So what changes? Well, nothing changes in the setup. It's still sine 20 over 12, sine B over 31. The cross multiply stays the same. So 31 sine 20, cross multiply, 31 sine 20 equals 12 sine B. This is your unknown. Remember, you can't separate that. That is a unit. Sine B, sine and the angle stay together. So I'm just going to divide both sides by 12. So 31 sine 20 over 12 equals sine B. Is that okay with everybody? All right, now, would you type that in for me? You know how to do that. Make sure you close the parentheses, like always. And you should get some kind of decimal. 0.88. Okay, so Joseph says 0.88. Give me a couple more. 355. 0.88355 is the sine of B. Would you agree with Joseph on that? Is that what you got? Now, I need you to go back in your memory to the last test we took. If your job is to find an angle, we don't use the regular sign button, we use the special sign button. So now we're going to type second sine 0.88355. And that gives you an angle. What is it? 62.07. Yep. Now just hang on, because that's right, Trey. That's exactly right. If we were interested in solving this triangle and finding everything, we would add these together and subtract from 180. You're right, but that's not what the directions say. What do the directions say? How many triangles are possible? Here's the scoop, kids. This kind of information, remember, what I gave you originally was this. This is what we started with. In geometry class, that is referred to as angle, side, side. Wait, angle, side, side. That makes a bad word, and we could never use it. Remember when you did ASA and SAS and SSS and all that stuff, remember? You could never do angle, side, side, because it has this, what we call ambiguity. What I mean is this. There are actually two angles that have this sign. So what you need to do is over to the side, draw another triangle ABC. Make this 20, this 31, this 12. That's the given. But then I want you to take this answer that you got, and I want you to subtract it from 180. And you got 117.93. Now, sometimes that angle is okay, and sometimes it's not. In this case, that angle is fine, because when I add these two together, I get 137. And is it okay to have two angles that add up to 137? Yeah. It would not be okay if this angle had been like 80. What would be wrong with that answer if this angle were like 80? It's more than 180. But it wasn't, it was 20. So this problem has two possible triangles. Kids, this is overwhelming. There's no question about it. This is hard stuff. It'll get easier after we practice a couple more. But let's review these steps before I jump in and do the next example. What did I do first? Do a picture. And then I just set up my law of sines. Did what I always do. 31 sine 20, 12 sine B. In order to find B, I needed to use my special button, and it gave me an answer. I immediately need to come over and try again with a second answer. And how did I get the second answer? I didn't go through all that junk again. How did I get the second answer? Very simply, what did I do? Took 180 minus this one. So whatever answer you got first, try 180 minus it, and make sure these are not more than 180. If they're not, then you're good to go on both triangles. Oh, poor John, he's holding his head. I agree with you, buddy. This is tough. Let's try another one. Let's try the next one. All right, so angle A is 76, side A is 18, and side B is 20. That's it. The directions say how many triangles are possible. So we're going to jump right in, set up our law of sines. What's our law of sines going to say?
Sine 76 over 18.
Very good. Sine 76 over 18 equals sine B over 20. Very, very good. So step one is exactly what you do every time you do the law of sines. Okay? Scotto, quit watching the clock. What's the next step? Cross multiply. So we're going to have 20 sine 76 equal to 18 sine B. So then we'll divide by 18. So I'll go to my calculator. Now I know sine B is 20 sine 76 divided by 18. All right, let's type that in. We're going to get a decimal. Robbie, focus. Type in that. Let's go. 20 sine 76 divided by 18. Whoop. 1.0781. All right, everybody got it? Now who remembers the next step? Special sign this number. So we're going to special sign, inverse sign, second sign, 1.087 or 1.0781. What happened?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. So when the problem said, how many triangles are possible? This one will be a 0. There aren't any triangles possible. When I tried to do my law of signs, it won't work. That means the information that I was given does not make a triangle. Marley?
How many triangles were made on the first one?
Yeah.
2.
Because they both work.
Because they both work. They both added up to be less than 180.
So it'll be 0 to 2.
Or 1. Yes, it'll be 0, 1, or 2. That's it. Those are your only options. 0, 1, or 2. So our first example was a 2.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a 0. Let's try our third one. We'll see what happens. You probably already have a good idea, but let's see what happens. So there's my picture. Now everybody remembers that wherever you put angle A, side A is across from it, right? Does that picture look okay? All right, then we jump in. What do we have? Sine 85 over 15. Good. Equals sine B over 25. Now we're going to cross multiply. 25 sine 85. Yep, that's exactly right. Equals 15 sine B. So sine B will end up equaling 25 sine 85 over 15. Okay, so you have sine B equals 1.6603.
Yeah.
So now we second sign that number. So second sign, special sign, inverse sign, 1.6603. That one doesn't work either. So, oh my gosh. How many triangles are possible? 0. We're gonna find it. I hope this is one right here. I hope this works. Let's see. All right, Quincy's wondering about only one triangle. I'm hoping this is an example of that. We gotta work it out and see. All right, so here we go. Set up. Set up. Sine 42 over 22
Sine B over 12.
equals sine B over 12. Perfect. So 12 sine 42 equals 22 sine B. I'm going to divide by 22. So 12 sine 42 over 22. So sine B equals 0.3642, you said? 49. All right, so now all seconds, or a special sign, right? Second sign, inverse sign. And did you get an angle? 21.41. So this time I got an answer. It's 21.41. So I know I have at least one answer. So now I'm going to check for the second one. And remember, when you check for the second one, oh, actually that's B. When you check for the other one, to find it, so there's the 42, we have that one. To find the other possibility, take 180, no, minus, take 180 minus 21.41, and that second possibility is 158.59. To find the second possibility, just take 180 minus your first answer. okay? And then look at that. Would it be okay to have a 42 and a 158?
So it's one.
No, because it's more than 180. So the second possibility does not check out this time. So how many answers does this one have? 1. This one has 1. Okay? So we've done examples of 2, none, and 1. So right now, I want you to be working on E and F. See how far you can get on E and F. I will do them on the board.
It just looked like you was a little angry.
But would you be working on E and F for me? Okay? Everybody's working on that. Yes, we're doing E and F. We're finishing this little section.
Just go to equal 74.3. Subtract that from No.
Watch out.
It's not gonna grow. It's gonna be a big number, but
Okay, for my first angle B, I got 74.21. Did you?
You got what?
74.21. So I typed this in, got a decimal, which was 0.9622,
Yeah.
and then I second signed that. And did you get something different?
74 point.
Now, immediately, this was not one of those no answer ones. I got an answer, right? So immediately, I'm gonna see if there's a second answer. The second possibility would be 180 minus that one, which is 105.79. And then I stand back and I look at that and say, all right, is it okay, possible, to have a 60 and a 105? Wait a minute, what is 60 and 105?
165.
Is that less than 180?
Yeah.
So is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only not okay if these make more than 180. So it's okay. How many answers does this problem have? 2. They both work. The first one will always work. You never have to worry about it. If you get an answer, that's good. It's the second one sometimes that won't work. All right, so now I'm doing the second one. what? I got no triangles. Why did I get no triangles? Did you get an error message?
Yeah.
So you typed it in, you got a nice little decimal here, but when you did special sign, second sign, it came up as error. That means there are no triangles possible. Okay? Everybody good? All right. So here's what we need to do. We need to leave our things here. We're gonna lock up the room. You need to be back at 12:45. Now listen, if CPR training goes long, Chris, would you turn that off please, so I don't forget that?